Hari ini orang kaya Islam tak mau berdemo, tak mau berkorban untuk masyarakat Islam. Kalau dia berkorban kan ada udang sebelah batu. Ya, jadi melaratlah masyarakat Islam. Bila melarat masyarakat Islam, orang kafir ambil peluang. Orang Yahudi ambil peluang.
Ashaari Muhammad was born on October 30, 1937 in Kampung Piling, Rembau, Negeri Sembilan. In 1968, Ashaari established Al-Arqam, later linked to deviant teachings. Al-Arqam began operations at Rumah Putih in Kampung Datuk Kramat before moving to Sungai Penchala. The group was renamed Darul Arqam in 1971, honoring Arqam ibn Abi Arqam, a companion of Prophet Muhammad, whose house was used for early Muslim gatherings. Starting with 10 members, Al-Arqam initially focused on food production and publications. Until Ashaari in 1979 confessed his allegiance to Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah As-Suhaimi and embraced Aurat Muhammadiyah teaching.
Kerana dia pergi tempat maksiat itu satu kali, kau tak tahu, itu yang menghijab amal kau, itu yang menghijab doa kau. Selepas itu dia pun balik rumah dan tanya isterinya, benar tak engkau pernah ini pergi tempat?
In 1986, Al-Arqam published a book titled Aurat Muhammadiyah. Pegawai Darul Arqam sekaligus menjawab tuduhan to defend its beliefs. Religious authorities banned the book in 1988, deeming its teachings contrary to the Islamic faith. Al-Arqam, however, continued to uphold its beliefs, masking its religious practices behind economic, educational, and cultural activity. Despite Ashaari's limited formal education, he attracted a significant following, particularly among well-educated Muslims. At its peak, Al-Arqam had around 10,000 members, including 1,500 students abroad, mainly in the Middle East, who were exposed to the group anti-government ideologies through religious talk.
Yang boleh menghalang kita daripada beribadah kepada Allah, ini kena kita kurangkan bergaul.
By 1993, his ambitions had grown. Ashaari reportedly sought to overthrow the government and establish his own. Zainal Abidin Abdul Qadir, then Director General of Islamic Affairs in the Prime Minister's Department, revealed that Ashaari had set up a shadow cabinet with state-level caliphs and national ministers. By 1994, Al-Arqam was considered as dangerous as the communists. Alarming reports suggested that the group had established a 313-member armed unit known as the Badr Army to protect Ashaari. The unit was allegedly trained in various locations, including Thailand, for combat and was prepared to wage war against Ashaari's enemies. Ashaari openly expressed his ambition to become Prime Minister in a July 1994 interview.
Darul Arqam selaku taifah kecil yang bertujuan hendak menegakkan kalimah thayyibah.
Ashaari declared Al-Arqam as a true group destined to lead the global Muslim community, starting from East Asia. His grand vision for dominating East Asia involved a plan called Malaysia III, beginning with a control of Malaysia, followed by Indonesia, Singapore, and the Philippines, and ultimately spreading to other Islamic countries. In a bombshell revelation in July 1994, Ashaari's former follower, ex-Navy officer Abdul Aziz Wahab, disclosed that he had been ordered to stage a coup d'etat in 1986. After 8 years, Abdul Aziz chose to leave the group and report the matter to Bukit Aman. He also revealed his position as its shadow defense minister, leading a faction called the Revolutionary Army, while Ashaari commanded another faction, the Mahdi Army. The National Fatwa Committee declared Al-Arqam illegal in August 1994. Despite fleeing to countries such as Thailand and Jordan, Ashaari's influence remained strong, operating over 250 schools, kindergartens, and clinics across several countries. Ashaari's freedom, however, was short-lived. Following Malaysia's ban, other countries barred him. In September 1994, he was arrested in Thailand after his passport expired. He was handed over to Malaysia and detained under the Internal Security Act. His arrest sparked outrage among followers, with various police stations receiving threats. Following his arrest, then Prime Minister Dato Dr. Mahathir Mohamad released photographs showing Al-Arqam members in military-like formations, dressed in loose green robes and turbans. The images confirm suspicions of Al-Arqam's intent to form an armed force, the Badr Army. During interrogation, Ashaari admitted his deviance and publicly renounced his beliefs a month later. He was placed under restricted residence in Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. He then spent his time doing business and handling his religious school, Al-Tahlil. In 1997, Rufaka Corporation Sdn Bhd was established, marking a new chapter in Ashaari's leadership. The corporation operated across Malaysia, Europe, the Middle East, and Australia. Rufaka was involved in retail, healthcare, engineering, and multimedia. The situation remained calm until 1999, when Ashaari reportedly tried to revive the movement through secret meetings in Rawang. Ashaari, already suffering from trigeminal neuralgia that affected his speech, denied these claims, insisting the meetings were only family gatherings involving his 4 wives, 37 children, and 69 grandchildren. However, in 2000, more reports surfaced indicating that Ashaari had attempted to revive Al-Arqam under new names such as Al-Tahlil and Rufaka Enterprise. He was moved to Labuan in 2002 to distance himself from influences pushing him to revive the group. In 2004, he was finally released and allowed to return home to Selangor. Since then, entities such as Rufaka and Global Ikhwan Sdn Bhd GISB have been linked to alleged efforts to revive the group. They denied these claims. Ashaari died of pneumonia in May 2010 at 73 and was buried in Kampung Piling, Rembau, Negeri Sembilan. After his death, his wife Khadijah also known as Umujah, took over Al-Arqam. In 2013, religious authorities such as Jakim and Jais accused GISB of exploiting over 2,000 children across 70 orphanages to raise funds. That same year, Umujah pleaded guilty to attempting to revive Al-Arqam and repented. She also pledged to return funds GISB had misappropriated from orphans.
17 pengikutnya diperintahkan untuk menjalani bond berkelakuan baik.
Umujah died in October 2015. Since then, GISB grew into a business empire until September this year, when police began probing the company for, among others, child exploitation, child abuse, and child labor.
Siapakah dia Abuya?